here again for Standard 6 Subject Science. We are here again for chapter number 8, Body Movements, Part 4. As earlier part, we have studied about the body movements. We have studied about the human body and its movement. There are 4 joints, as I said earlier, that human body is made of skeleton, bones, and all over the skeleton, flesh and fats and skin is covered with it. And that skeleton, with the help of this flesh and fat, it moves around. And the body movement is due to the 4 joints, which ball and socket joint, pivotal joint, hinge joints, and flex joints, as we have seen earlier. Now, we are going to study about the next part, gait of animals. In this, we are going to study in this part, these 4 types of animals. That is insects, earthworm, snail, cockroach, and birds. So, as the word says gait, so what do you mean by gait of animals? It's the way of walking. Way of walking. The simple word gait. Gait of animals, the way of walking of an animal. So we are going to study about this in this chapter. So first one is earthworm. So observe an earthworm moving on soil in a garden. Gently lift it and place it on a piece of blotting or filter paper. Now if you see earthworm walking in the garden, gently, just telling it, you pick up the earthworm and put it on a piece of paper. Observe its movement. Then place it on a smooth glass plate or any slippery surface. You observe that movement on a blotting paper, and again you put on the glass plate or a smooth surface. Observe that walking. Observe its movement now. Is it different from that on paper? You will see the movement on both the one is on the blotting paper and another is on the smooth glass plate. If we observe the movement, so both the movements of an earthworm is different. Why? Because earthworm doesn't have any bones. It moves against its flesh and its muscles, and due to the movement of its muscles, it helps to take hold grip on the ground. As on the blotting paper has a rough surface, due to which the earthworm can grab it properly and move towards the front side. As compared to the smooth glass plate, the earthworm doesn't hold a grip on the ground, and with that it slips again and again, and it cannot move forward easily. It has to take a lot of effort to move. So in which of the above 2 surfaces we will find the earthworm is able to move easily? So the body of an earthworm is made up of many rings joined end to end. So earthworm has many rings from joint to joint. The body of earthworm is made up of many rings joined end to end, and earthworm does not have bones. So it does not have bones, it does not have legs. So how can it move? So with the help of the rings, that is on the muscles, it helps them to move with the help of these rings. It has muscles which help to extend and shorten the body. The muscles helps for the movement to extend and shorten its body. During movement, the earthworm first extends the front part of the body. The earthworm extends front part of the body. If it extends, then the back part, it repels against it. If it repels, that means it moves forward, keeping the rear part portion fixed on the ground. Then it fixes the front end and releases the rear end. Then it shortens the body and pulls the rear end forward. This makes it move forward by a small distance. अब कोई भी स्नेक है, हम earthworm देख रहे हैं, earthworm को एकदम slow steady चलते रहता है. Why? Because उसकी जो they don't have legs, it has rings, it has muscles, it doesn't have bones. So the movement of an earthworm is with the help of its rings covered on the muscles. So with the help of the muscles, the earthworm body, it can extend and shorten its body. So for the moving forward, first of all, what he has to do, to take the back rear end towards the ground, taking grip of it, and the front end, it releases from the ground and it extends its body forward. When it extends its body forward, it again takes hold of the grip on the ground and releases the rear end. It releases the rear end, then it steadies it against forward. So with the help of this movement, the earthworm moves slowly and steadily towards any other place. So it then shortens the body and pulls the rear end forward. It makes it move forward by a small distance. Repeating such muscle expansion and contractions, the earthworm can move through soil. Its body secretes a slimy substance to help the movement. When it walks, so its body releases slimy substance, and with that substance, when it releases on the soil becomes fertile and it helps to grow for the plant. So how does it fix parts of its body to the ground? Under its body, it has a large number of tiny bristles, hair-like structure projecting out. The bristles are connected with muscles. That ring part is connected with the muscles. The bristles help to get a good grip on the ground. The earthworm actually eats its way through the soil. Its body then throws away the undigested part of the material that it eats. जो खाना earthworm ने खाया तो undigested part जो है it releases back again from the soil. This activity of an earthworm makes the soil more useful for plants because the growth of a plant it needs nutrients, fertilizers, minerals. So earthworm it helps in the fertility of the soil. Now, second one is snail. Snail. The movement of the snail we are going to study now. So observe a snail in your garden or in field. Have you seen the rounded structure it carries on its back? अभी snail हमने कभी garden के अंदर देखा होगा. So it has a body and a rounded part on its cover. This is the shell part and it moves around. So the shell is the hard substance and the snail is muscle type. So when you see it again takes in the front part and the rear part inside its shell. And here it has to move. It removes its part from the snail, from the shell, and then moves forward. So this is called as shell. And it is the outer skeleton of the snail, but it's not made of bones. The shell is a single unit and does not help in moving from place to place. And this doesn't help in moving. It has to take over. The snail has to take the burden of this shell. But due to this shell, it helps from the prey, from the predator. The shell is a single unit and does not help in moving from place to place. It has to be dragged along. Place the snail on a glass plate and watch it. When it starts moving, carefully lift the glass plate along with the snail before your head. Glass plate में रखा, snail जब ऊपर रखा, then you have to see it carefully how the snail moves. Observe its movement from within. A thick structure and the head of the snail may come out of an opening in the shell. The thick structure is its food, made of strong muscles. Now carefully tilt the glass plate. The wavy motion of the food can be seen. We can see the wavy motion of the food. Wavy means it's just moving slowly. The wavy motion of the food can be seen. Is the movement of a snail slow or fast as compared to an earthworm? So each and every animal has its movement, has its own type of walking. As we have studied, the name of gait of movement of an animal, that is, it's a way of walking of different animals. As the earthworm, the movement of an earthworm is different, the movement of a snail is also different. Now the third one, we are going to study about the movement in cockroach, in insects. So observe a cockroach. Cockroaches walk and climb as well as fly in the air. They have 3 pairs of legs. These help in walking. The body is covered with a hard outer skeleton. A hard outer skeleton, its body is covered. It has 3 pairs of legs. This outer skeleton is made of number of plates joined together and that permits movement. There are 2 pairs of wings attached in the body behind head. There are 2 pairs of wings attached to the body behind the head. The cockroach have distinct muscles. We can easily observe the muscles of a cockroach. Those near the legs move the legs for walking. The body muscles move the wings when the cockroach flies. Body muscles, it moves walking. When it flies, we can see the movement of the body muscles. Now the last part is the birds. The movement of the birds we are going to study about it. Birds fly in the air. अब कोई भी चीज उड़ने के लिए it has to be a line. So the bones of the bird is hollow. Each and every bone of a bird is hollow. और उसके hollow bones के अंदर it has to be maintained its movement because birds also can fly also and can walk also. So birds fly in the air and walk on the ground. Some birds like ducks and swans also swim in water. Some birds like swan and duck, they also swim in water because with the help of its food. The body is lighter due to its hollow bones. The birds can fly because their bodies are well suited for flying. Their bones are hollow and light. So with that hollow and light bones, the body can easily fly. The bones of the hind limbs are typical for walking and perching. The bony parts of the forelimbs are modified as wings. The bony parts of the forelimbs are modified as wings because it helps in the flight. The shoulder bones are strong. The shoulder bones, they are strong. The breast bones are modified to hold muscles of flight. Flight ke liye they have the muscles. As the aeroplane flight, it has also wings. So with the help of this muscles, front muscles, the birds can fly. And the breast bones are modified so that it helps to fly. The breast bones are modified to hold muscles of flight which are used to move the wings up and down. So with this modified bones of the breast, the birds can fly and move up and down. So with this, we have completed this part. In the next part, we are going to complete this chapter. Okay, students, thank you.